And now for a Next News special report.
And now you're about to hear a story that will make you question everything you've heard about the relentless legal attacks against Donald Trump. Special Counsel Jack Smith, after a year of relentless pursuit, seems to be signaling the end of his investigation. Meanwhile, despite facing potentially the biggest challenge yet with the ruling on his daughter Ivanka's testimony, Trump is pushing back harder than ever. And let me tell you, his response is something that you don't want to miss. By the end of this special report, you'll see why these latest moves matter significantly, not just to Trump, but to the Republic as a whole. Stick around. You don't want to miss our final thought on this one. So, folks, before we jump into the details, let me draw a quick parallel for you. Just as athletes depend on their muscles and strength to perform at their peak, we depend on our sponsors to bring you top-tier news daily. And much like muscles wane with age, our news would falter without the robust support of our sponsors. I've tried this innovative product aimed at combating age-related muscle loss, and if you're in your 40s and 50s and can relate, don't miss out on their special offer for our viewers. Secure yours at gainwithgary.com or tap more below this video. Now back to our report. In what can only be described as a series of intriguing developments, the extensive investigation against former President Donald Trump has taken some unexpected turns. Special Counsel Jack Smith, who for over a year had federal prosecutors and the House committee investigating the events of January 6, 2021, trying relentlessly to lay claims at Trump's feet, seems to be showing signs of retreat. Last week, the Washington Post brought attention to the fact that Smith's office retracted its subpoena for Save America. Following suit, the New York Times highlighted that Smith's team had discreetly withdrawn the subpoena seeking records from Trump's 2020 campaign. These backtracks raise eyebrows, to say the least. Watch.
Speaking of subpoenas, Special Counsel Jack Smith withdraws his second subpoena in 2 weeks. He had requested fundraising records from Donald Trump's 2020 campaign. It's unclear why he's reversed course. Earlier this month, Smith also withdrew a subpoena seeking records from Political Action Committee Save America. There's speculation that his inquiry may be slowing down. Since last year, federal prosecutors have been trying to determine whether Trump and his aides violated fundraising laws by allegedly spreading false claims that the election had been rigged. The former president's team raised nearly $250 million. Prosecutors have been issuing grand jury subpoenas and reviewing tons of records in an effort to connect the Trump campaign and Save America to their election fraud case. The financial part of the investigation didn't make its way into the 4-count indictment announced in August.
Now, these are not insignificant moves. When a special counsel's office decides to kill off subpoenas, it points to a change in the course of the investigation. It sends a powerful message that Smith's campaign against Trump might be nearing its endpoint, with diminishing places to probe without appearing imprudent. It's worth noting that the former president's team has raised a whopping $250 million by persistently emphasizing the election was rigged. Such a colossal figure not only reflects the steadfast support Trump receives, but also underscores the public's belief in his statements. Since at least last November, prosecutors had embarked on a mission to investigate both Save America and the Trump campaign. They'd issued grand jury subpoenas, sifted through volumes of documents, and yet their focus on the financial dimension of the investigation didn't gain any traction. Interestingly, this financial angle was conspicuously absent in the August indictment lodged in Washington, which indicted Trump of conspiring to retain office by undermining the electoral process. The Times also pointed out something crucial. Trump's legal ensemble has, from the outset, asserted that Smith's financial scrutiny would hardly culminate in charges. The boundary between criminal acts and solicitations shielded by the First Amendment is razor thin. It appears Smith might have hit this very barrier in his quest. Now let's address the numerous legal challenges Trump encountered in the aftermath of the 2020 election. While many were shrugged off, especially in Democrat-leaning states, primarily on procedural basis, there's emerging evidence supporting Trump's claims, especially in battleground states such as Georgia and Arizona. Furthermore, Trump's resolute stand, which began the day following the election when he highlighted evident voting discrepancies and fraud in multiple states, has been nothing short of magnetic. His popularity surges in the polls and his financial backing for re-election continues to soar, validating that a significant portion of America stands staunchly with him. In recent political news, former Vice President Mike Pence has just exited the primary race for the Republican nomination, stating it's not my time, a telling move given Trump's overwhelming lead in the primary polls. However, the story doesn't end there. Enter Judge Arthur Engoron's recent ruling in the ongoing New York civil fraud trial, a decree that requires Ivanka Trump to provide testimony. Watch.
Will Ivanka Trump testify against her father? A New York judge may soon find out after ordering her to testify in the civil fraud case. NTD's legal correspondent Arlene Richards has more.
Ivanka Trump was unsuccessful in her attempt to dodge a subpoena issued in the New York civil fraud case. Judge Arthur Engoron on Friday said she does have to testify. An appellate court previously dismissed her from the case, saying the claims against her were too old. Her attorney argued that she shouldn't now be forced to appear. Engoron responded that the senior Trump's daughter has clearly availed herself of the privilege of doing business in New York. But Engoron said she won't have to testify before next Wednesday, giving her time to appeal his decision.
Ivanka's testimony becomes a pivotal point in the legal trajectory. It has the potential to bring forward new revelations and challenges. It is also a testament to how intertwined Trump's personal and professional life is with the ongoing investigation. What followed, the order, is especially telling. Trump's response to Judge Engoron's decision stands as an audacious testament to his resolve. Trump not only repudiated the judge's ruling, but openly questioned its legitimacy, stating Ivanka has done nothing wrong, and this is just another witch hunt aimed at weakening our movement. But much like everything else that Trump faces, this too might change the political landscape. His determination to fight back, to assert his narrative, and challenge the established norms, even when things look bleak, continues to galvanize millions. As we near the close of our discussion, it's essential to reflect on the bigger picture. Trump's influence and impact on the American political landscape are undeniable. His resilience against the onslaught of investigations, the unwavering support he receives, and the significant challenges he presents to his adversaries all underline a singular point. Trump remains a force to be reckoned with. And as the investigation evolves, it's unclear whether it'll be Trump or his opponents who emerge on the victorious side. However, what's clear is that Trump's legacy, be it in the form of his policies, his charismatic leadership, or his undying spirit, will remain a significant talking point for years to come. So in a series of quiet maneuvers, Special Counsel Jack Smith's actions increasingly suggest a potential dead end in his relentless pursuit. But if history has taught us anything about Donald Trump, is that he never backs down, especially when his family's involved. As Ivanka Trump faces the possibility of testifying, her father's fierce defense indicates that he's determined to shield her from the emotional distress associated with such proceedings. This isn't just a political battle, it's personal. Trump's intensified resistance underscores a crucial message for the American people, that leadership isn't just about policy, but about unwavering dedication to family and principle. It prompts a reflection on what values we prioritize in our leaders and highlights the blurred lines between personal struggles and public office. As the saga continues, every twist and turn serves as a testament to resilience, determination, and the complexities of governance in modern America. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.